Dear beautiful one, if you're watching this today, maybe your life hasn't been perfect. Maybe things have not gone the way you would have wished them to go. Maybe your life hasn't gone the way you imagined it to be. Maybe you are carrying a lot of regrets and you have lost yourself on the way of trying to be everything for everyone. Or maybe you're simply wondering, can I really start over again? Or maybe you're simply wondering, can I begin again? And most of you, you are saying, maybe it is too late for me. But today, in this episode, I am here to remind you one thing. Today, I want you to hear these words with your whole heart. Welcome to the sixth episode of Woman to Woman Talk with me, Shironas. And you are allowed to start over again. Welcome. Hi, beautiful one who is looking at herself and thinking that she has made a lot of mistakes in her life. I am here to give you a little story about myself and just to make you see that your life has been just perfectly okay. Only that you really needed to pass through that and you really needed to go through all that so that life will give you another chance to realize who you are and to start all over again, to start over a beautiful journey. And it is not to start over because you have failed, no, but to start over because you are growing. We often believe that starting over again means you have lost. Somewhere along the way, a lot of people will make you believe that you are losing it or changing direction means that you are losing your way. We often think that I've wasted a lot of time, I'm too old, I should have figured out my life by now. I've already made too many mistakes by now. But who told you that? That is not the true perception of life. Sometimes starting over again is wisdom. It's not failure. It's never failure. It is wisdom. It is courage. And sometimes it is the greatest act of self-love that you can ever give to yourself. Let me give a little bit of my own story, my own personal story. There was a season I felt completely lost and I was almost giving up. I had lost a job that was draining me physically, emotionally, and mentally. I didn't know what was next. I even wondered whether I made the right decision. For days, I really questioned myself. There are a lot of days that I waited, days that I prayed, days that I cried, days that I felt so depressed, days that I locked up myself in my bedroom. But little by little, I started rebuilding myself. I started realizing who I am really are. Some days I felt completely stuck, and also a lot of days I really doubted myself. On my healing journey, on my self-realization journey, I started creating more content, more healthy content. I wrote my first ebook amid all of that. And also, later, I went back to my nursing career, back to the hospital practical part of my career. I learned that starting over again is not failure. It is a sign of the beginning of a new era. And looking back now, I realized that that season was not the end of my story. It was just to build the foundation of a new me, of the best version of myself. That tough journey was just preparing me for a new beginning. It was during that tough season that I came to realize who I really am. I started reclaiming myself. And little by little, step by step, each day at a time, I found myself again. And that is why here I am, strong and smiling, just to bring some hope to you and also to encourage you in whatever thing that you're going through as a woman, as a mom, and also as a career woman. If you are in such a situation also, I want you to know that it is not the end of your life. Your life is not yet over. Let me let me put this across to you. Starting over may look different for every woman. For one woman, starting over may mean getting out of a toxic relationship. And for another woman, it may mean returning to school to advance on your studies. And also for another one, it may mean going back to a job or going back to your work after a long stay at home time. And also for someone else, it may mean just waking up tomorrow and choosing hope again. Your new beginning, dear mom, doesn't have to look like someone else's. Only has to be faithful to your own journey. My dear, beautiful one, just allow yourself to change your mind, to heal, to learn, to rest, to forgive yourself, to dream again, and also give yourself permission to become someone who you have never been. You don't owe the world the old version of yourself. You don't owe anyone the old version of the broken you. You only owe yourself the chance to grow. Do not wait for any perfect moment for you to start again. One mistake a lot of people do is waiting until they get the perfect time or waiting until everything seems so perfect to start over again. We wait to have more money, more resources, a better house. If you feel like you can be a content creator, you wait for a better camera, a better studio. A lot of people wait to have more confidence. Others wait to have more money. But one truth is, life rarely becomes perfect before we start again. Most of the times, we start the way we are, then perfection will show up as we continue with our new journey. I want to give you an example of myself. If I waited for the perfect time, if I waited for everything to look perfect, I wouldn't have written my first ebook. I wouldn't have started my YouTube channel with just a Redmi 12C camera phone and a 128 GB camera phone, and I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you and giving you hope. I just decided to start even through my imperfections. There are few lessons that I learned from myself or from my experience of starting over again. Number one, starting over again has taught me that healing is more beautiful than perfection. The journey of healing in whatever you've been going through is even more sweeter than you waiting to be perfect. Secondly, I have learned that peace is more valuable than pretending. You will be more peaceful in the state that you are, in accepting the situation that you are in, than pretending to be okay, than pretending to be perfect when everything else is broken. And as a Christian woman, one thing that I have stood strong to believe is God can rebuild a life that we never thought can exist. God can build a life that we thought was beyond repair. As long as you keep trusting in Him amid everything that you're going through. Keep the hope, because sometimes God doesn't change our circumstances immediately. Instead, He changes us first. He will change you. He will change your perception. He will change how you are seeing things, so that later on, after changing you and creating a new version of you, He will now change the circumstances that you are in, because He knows that you will be strong enough to handle the new roles, or He knows that you will be the perfect person for the new life that He will create for you. So, dear beautiful woman, if today is your beginning, start with one small step, just one small step of faith. If you want a job somewhere, make just one call. That one call can change your life. I will give you a story later on a later video of how I acquired the job I am right now. Just one call of faith gave me that chance to have that job. If you're ready to go back to work, if you're ready to go back to your career, apply that one job that you believe you are perfectly okay with. If you want to build yourself, read that one chapter of that favorite book that you wish to read, that book that you feel like it will change your life. Just take a moment to read only one chapter, and that will change your life. If you feel like today is your beginning, pray that one prayer. Just those few words, kneel down and tell God or pray to God that one prayer, which will be the foundation of your new journey. For those who want to start a journey of losing weight, before you get finances to go and start the gym, just take that one walk in the morning. Wake up in the morning, just wear your sports shoes and just take that one walk, and it will be a very beautiful weight loss journey. If you want to be an author, like me now, I am an author, and I started this by just sitting down one moment to write down what I was feeling. So if you want to be an author, just start with that one page. If you want to be a content creator, just start with that one clip. That one video will mean a lot because it will be the foundation of your beautiful journey of content creation. Do not wait for any perfect moment. Do not wait for you to be in a studio. No, just take your camera and start with just one video. These small steps, when repeated consistently, they become a brand, they become a new life, and they become a new version of yourself. They will become that great woman that you have always wished to be for all these years. And here is my parting shot, dear beautiful woman. If nobody has told you this recently, I want to tell you that you are not too late, that you are not too broken, that you are not too old, that you are not so far gone for you to start again. You are allowed to start over again. You are allowed to begin. Just one decision, one day, one prayer, one step at a time, and one day at a time. And one day you will sit down and you will realize that starting over again was never the end of your story. It was the beginning of the life that you always wished to live, the beginning of the life that you are meant to live. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message encouraged you, kindly share it with another woman out there who may need this reminder today. My name is Shironas, the voice of hope to all women. And until our next episode, keep choosing hope and God bless you.